Hello. Welcome to the second Jimmy and Lou's live stream of today. I hope to make this a quick one. I really haven't got the energy to do another massive stream, but something I thought has just occurred to me. I did a 2-hour stream earlier today. I spent about 1 hour, 40 minutes answering tech questions that anybody had in the troll box. If anyone's got any other questions, feel free to ask on this show. But I'd rather it didn't go on so long. I'll just wait a few minutes, well, a few seconds, shall we say, just for more people to join. 7 people watching now, because this show, the title is quite controversial, but I think I do have a good point. If you like assburgering, you could see it as screwing with us. Craig is screwing with us. Let me explain. Okay, so everyone by now must have seen the decrypt.co article saying that Craig's lawyer said that he hasn't got the private keys. Now, he didn't receive the private keys. Now, we all thought, because of Craig's written testimony, that he was supposed to receive a part of a Shamir secret key, and with that he would be able to decrypt a file that we presume he already had, which has his public addresses and his private keys inside it. Now, we're seeing stuff saying, well, the lawyer didn't say he hasn't got the private keys. Maybe, yeah, lawyers are doing what lawyers do. You know how lawyers twist everything. That's why people have a natural distrust for lawyers. Okay, so imagine that that's happening. We don't know whether Craig's got the private keys or not. The lawyer knows that his statement is not 100% either way. It can be twisted and all this stuff. Now, would the lawyer really speak to the press, especially knowing how now other press organizations are repeating what the decrypt.co article said, and they're throwing it around with FUD headlines like BSV crashes 40%, which is true if you look from the all-time high, which we had a few days ago, to what it is now. It's even worse now, I believe. But basically, just thinking about it, that article has generated a bigger dump on BSV. I mean, I think that article, as much as the article saying that he has he's getting the keys or he has the keys, made us pump, I think it's pretty safe to say that decrypt.co article, basically saying his lawyer says he hasn't got the private keys, has caused us to dump. Now, some people might say, well, that's good, because that's good FUD, shaking the weak hands in the market, shaking the weak hands who really don't support BSV, so that the price will drop. Those people who really do support BSV can buy more. Those people who are just trading will get out. And those who have bought more, the idea being in the future when BSV is worth $100,000 each coin or whatever, that they've made a lot more money, and these guys are the new financial elite, shall we say. Okay, a healthy retracement or whatever you want to call it. I think it's pretty obvious that this article has caused a lot of panic with people now saying, well, I thought he had the private keys. No, he hasn't got the private keys, and all this stuff, right? Now, my point is, you could see it as fine, yeah. He's making all the weak hands leave the crypto scambling markets. He's making all the true BSV believers get more BSV at cheap prices. But these people are all scamblers, whether you're on the BSV side or whether you're on the BTC side or a shitcoin trainer or whatever. While you're buying and selling BSV, while you're longing or shorting it, you're not using it. You're not supporting BSV. You're just another fucking scambler. Even hodling, you're not supporting it. You're just another fucking scambler looking to get rich. Who are the people who are supporting BSV? The people who are supporting BSV are the people who are paying to Twitch. Now, if you look at Twitch, you have to pay a cent fee, and it's priced in BSV. Most things like that are like that in BSV. They've got a price in cents. So let's just keep things simple. Say it's 10 cents and BSV is $10. You're paying you're paying a set amount to Twitch. So if the price of BSV goes up, you're paying less in BSV to Twitch. And if the price of BSV goes down, you're paying more in BSV to Twitch. So this is why I'm saying that Craig is assburgering, fucking with all the supporters of BSV, because the supporters of BSV are the people who are using apps like Twitch. Now, yesterday, before his fucking lawyer opened his mouth with Craig's permission to confuse the market, yeah, it was cheaper to Twitch. Now, because the price has dropped, you're paying more BSV to Twitch. So if the price of BSV does go to 100,000 in the future, you're going to have less of it because you spent more twitching today. So that's what I mean by, I think, by the title of this post. He is assburgering all of us. He's fucking with all of us, the people who support BSV. And you can be I want to see the biggest cult member, if people say we're a cult, deny this, yeah? He has put out deliberate information to confuse the market. Maybe the angle is, like I just said, this is going to make all the weak hands drop and the BSV supporters. No, then all weak hands, strong hands, whoever's in the market, whether it's Calvin, whether it's a small time holder or whatever, all they're doing is fucking scambling. They're not using BSV. The people who are using BSV have been fucked over today by the words that Craig's lawyer said. And obviously Craig's lawyer said those words with Craig's permission. Am I wrong? Please, somebody tell me that I'm wrong. Please, I'm looking now in the troll box. I want a bit of a discussion here. I'm going to close the stream in a minute, but come on, tell me if I'm wrong. Have users of BSV been fucked over because of some not 100% definable, understandable lawyer statement? Or have BSV users not been fucked over? Can somebody answer me in the troll box? Can you say, yeah, Jim, you're right? No, you're wrong. Come on. What's going on here, people? Yeah, we need to take a stand up and say, come on, Craig, sort it out. Yeah, you're not fucking with users. You're not fucking with the scammers only. You're fucking with people who use BSV by doing all this bullshit, all this fucking assburgering. Yeah, getting your lawyer to say something that just muddies the waters even further. Now, on another related note, while I'm waiting for your feedback, while I'm waiting for somebody to tell me that I'm wrong, Derek Moore, we've just been speaking in Telegram, and for fun, he's worked out that the price, the ideal price of BSV, because now it's going to be 0.5 sats a byte to upload. He's told me the ideal price is 140 BSV. So he said, let's start a campaign to dump the price down to $140. Is that good for the users? I don't know, but it seems funny. People have different ways of looking at things. But what I do know is that if you want to attack the scamming market, you've got to attack all of it. And that means all those with BSV, because you're going to affect those who support BSV by getting the price going up and down by whatever statements are being released. People FUD out, people FOMO in. Yeah. You're going to affect all the shitcoiners, you're going to affect all the people against BSV doing shorts and it goes long, or doing longs and it goes shorts and all this stuff. But you've got to remember, at the end of the day, you are fucking with the users by making people devouring what they're doing, because for sure it ain't fair, really. If especially not while it's so volatile. In the future, yeah, for sure, charges for a Twitch in cents. But right now, like I said, you're spending more money today doing a Twitch than you were yesterday, largely due to Craig Wright's lawyer opening his mouth. So that's fucking with the users. That's all I want to say, really. Also, yeah, the Slack group as well. Those who spend £25, sorry, which what's £25? I don't know. Let's just guess $30 a month to listen to Craig and to hear Craig. He's fucking with them now because they're going to lose a lot more BSV paying for their next subscription today, say, than they would have done if they had paid for their subscription yesterday. So, you know, what's going on, folks? Why don't they just shut the fuck up and just let the court process settle itself? Why are you fucking over BSV users by making what you spend today more expensive, what you could have spent yesterday more expensive today, or whatever, or vice versa even, you know. The thing is, why would people, if I want to twetch something out that is not that important, I'm thinking, well, I want to twetch it out sometime this week. How do I know what day to twetch it? It's just an example, twetch. It's only like a few cents, but it's just an example. You can think of somebody else wanting to do something, send somebody some money, yeah? If you want to pay a client or a contractor who's working for you or whatever, then you know, even though people understand, it's really shitty sending somebody something and the next day the value drops 20% or whatever, largely because, I mean, we are going to say there is a natural correction, of course, but this correction has happened really quickly, it seems, over the last few hours since Craig's lawyer opened his mouth. And maybe some people, you know, with 36 exchange confirmations to send money to an exchange on like Poloniex, for instance, it kind of like fucks people over, doesn't it? If they were planning on dumping it for dollars straight away because that's how they live, then that 36 block confirmation is a lot of time, and these sorts of things can screw those up. So yeah, I'm all for screwing up the gambling markets, but by moving the price of BSV, by coming out with bullshit statements, or by coming out with wrong statements, or by coming out with statements that nobody can determine what the hell is going on, why don't you just shut up instead of doing all this? Because I see it from a user point of view as really bad user experience, really shitty UX. And hasn't the promise always been in Bitcoin to get good UX for the users? That's all I've got to say. Let me have a look at the troll box, see if there's anyone saying anything interesting. I realise the title of this stream is probably going to get me a load of downvotes, but I don't give a shit. Okay, yeah, I see people talking. Nobody's. Okay, why is it Craig's fault? Was this a rhetorical question? He straight Aspergered his own people. He's answering my question. Yeah, he's answering the question why somebody asked, why is it Craig's fault? One presumes, I mean, yeah, we could say it's Craig's lawyer's fault, but one presumes that the lawyer really wouldn't respond to an article or respond for a statement without permission from Craig. And also one can presume that the decrypt.co, anything that they quoted saying that the lawyer said is true, because you wouldn't really fuck around if you was making an article lying about what a lawyer said to you, because, you know, lawyers, it's fun for them to make lawsuits against people for easy money. So Twetch does price in USD. That's the point, WW Ocean. If Twetch always priced in BSV, then we wouldn't be having this discussion. Twetch prices in USD, so you're having to spend more of your BSV, as in Satoshis, to make a Twetch now than you did yesterday. It doesn't matter about the legal questions. It doesn't matter about any of these legal questions. In fact, the more legal questions, the more maybes there are legally, the better my argument is, because my argument is nobody should be making any comments if they're going to affect. Especially, you know, you can probably say, okay, it's nice for a pump because we all get richer, but nobody should be making any comments if they're going to affect the market in a way, or nobody from Craig's side. Obviously, we're going to have the Blockstream boys and McCormack, and we're going to have Bcashers or whatever, trying to FUD the market. But why did Craig's lawyer deliberately FUD the market here? By not coming out with a clear statement? Yeah, why? You know, at worst, it's a really bad statement because he's saying that Craig hasn't got any control of the private keys. At best, it's a statement where you can argue, well, he didn't say he hasn't got the private keys because he said that the file, you know, there could be some smart tech arguments around it why Craig might have the keys, or it could be that Craig's lawyer is wrong or whatever, but why did he open his mouth? That's the point. It doesn't matter about the facts in the case or not. It doesn't matter if Craig is Satoshi or not right now, in my argument here. Why did he open his mouth, fucking over all people who are trying to use BSV? Who cares about the scammers in the market? Who cares about the pumpers and the dumpers and all that? They can get fucked over. I'm just speaking about the innocent user who has to pay more now in BSV. So you can imagine BSV, use it is the idea, because use it and people will adopt it, but everyone has it to use it, whether they want to use it because they like using it, whether they want to use it to support it. But the idea is these are good BSVers. These are people who are using BSV, and obviously they've got a lot more behind them with their idea that, well, if I'm using it, and Andreas is using it, and Bitcoin Bandit is using it, and we're all having fun together using our BSV, that the big amount we've got behind us one day will be a nice retirement fund, and we'll deserve it for the great stuff we did being BSV users. Isn't that the idea? So you're fucking with these users, Craig, and Craig's lawyer. That's it. That's all I've got to say. End of stream. Thanks everybody for watching. JimmyandLou's@moneybutton.com. Click like, click dislike, I don't give a shit. Click subscribe, unsubscribe, whatever. My subscribe view ratio is pretty good, actually. Imagine if I had 10,000 subscribers, I might have like 12,000 viewers, but who knows. Thanks everybody. Cheers. Bye.